Liverpool at home. At home, people. Home against Crystal Palace. Yeah? That's what we need to find out about.
Okay,
First of all, I've got a couple of questions for you, right? You made 10 changes. Arsenal made 10 changes as well, by the way, right? So, and played a lot of youngsters as well, right? You still a lot of experience in that team. But do you think, when I saw your team, because we were doing our starting 11, and when I saw Liverpool's team, it was me, Christian, and that, we were on the starting 11 show, it's like, Arne starts taking a big chance here because you have had quite a few defeats. Wouldn't he be better off to go with a bit stronger team just to secure the bag kind of thing? And I mean, get back to winning ways kind of. I was surprised at that because I was like, I know Palace are going to go fairly strong. Because, they won the FA Cup and they'll look on this and look at another trophy that they can win as well. Were you shocked that Arne Slot made so many changes?
Yeah, I was. I think it was almost a disrespectful lineup to put out. I actually got hold of the lineup about 4 o'clock. I was taking Tegan last night. The last game she went to with me at Anfield would be Accrington Stanley 2-1. So I take her to the big games. she gets the leather seats, the big games. Big up her. Always. And I said, babe, this is the lineup. I showed it to her. She went, who's any of them? Even I was struggling. I was like, Morrison, the rapper. I don't know this Morrison. Big him up, right? And it's not his fault. But the lineup was basically a sign to say, I don't care about this game. And we threw it before the game even kicked off. I was disappointed because you look at the shot of all the first teamers who weren't on the bench. They were sat behind the bench, not even playing. Mo Salah eating pineapples, bro. Chuck him on the bench. Chuck an Ekitike on the bench. Chuck a Verts on the bench. Just something that if the game starts slipping away, we can look to the bench and try and change things.
What Arsenal did, actually.
As soon as we saw that lineup, I knew we were going to lose. It was how many we were going to lose by.
It's poor management, though, isn't it? If you've been on such a bad run of form, you just want one game to get the crowd behind you, one game to get a bit of player confidence.
We couldn't afford to lose the game last night. The only way that this, in retrospect, in hindsight, becomes a good decision is if we win the next 3 games with no injuries. That's when you go, we're out of the cup, but he's made a decision, he's stuck by it. If we now lose the next 3, there's simply no excuses.
And also the thing is, when you actually look at that cup, you win last night and you're in a quarter-final of a competition. You can disrespect it all you want, but you're 3 games away from Wembley, a tournament which you win in February when you've still got 4 months of the season to go. That's what Pep Guardiola always used to say about City. He said, we'll win the League Cup.
That's why you won 4 in a row.
That gives us so much confidence to then push on into the Premier League. I think it's poor playing that squad, man.
And you know what it is as well? Like,
disrespectful to the kids as well. Like, it's not the kids' fault. It's him for picking them. And you could see a couple of them just weren't ready to be first-team footballers for Liverpool.
But also, the likes of Ekitike and Isak, they're not playing full 90 minutes. Even Wirtz, they're not playing full 90 minutes. So what do you really, did you really need to give them a full rest? Yeah. Could you not have them on the bench and bring them on last half an hour to give you something extra?
When I saw Robertson at centre-back, and I saw Morrison, big up Rio, right? He was the only bright spark of the night, and Chiesa ran his socks off. But with all due respect, Calvin Ramsey hasn't played for Liverpool for 3 years. And actually, he wasn't even the worst. But I'm looking at, Freddie Woodman, who has never played for Liverpool before. Kirkes, who's in an absolute rut at the minute. You got Robbo as centre-back. I mean, again, I don't want to single him out, but this Morrison kid just didn't look anywhere near ready to play football for Liverpool. But it's not his fault. I can't blame him for not being ready. It's the person that's put him there. And again, you look to the bench. I mean, Nallo. Oh, my word. Skeezer's played 16 minutes for Liverpool and he's got 2 red cards.
I feel for him.
I feel like he should for him.
But again, he's an 18-year-old kid sent off twice.
But what I don't want to do is go. I can't go hard on the players.
No, it's not. It's not
the solution.
It's not on him.
Sell him to Chelsea. It would be own there, isn't it? With the amount of red cards they get.
I didn't know where you were going with that.
Blend right in.
It's disappointing from an Arne Slot perspective. I understand he's making a statement and sending a message saying that the Premier League is the most important thing and that's where I put my eggs, same as Champions League. But I feel like even as like a confidence booster, like your first game back at Anfield, right? In the last 3 since you've lost, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, first one back at Anfield. You've lost to Palace already twice this season. You're in such a bad vein, such a bad run of form, that even if he wanted to play kids, and I'm all for giving kids experience in that sense in cup games and having a little bit of rotation here and there. However, to not have, like, who you mentioned, even on the bench or even integrated within that squad, a little bit of a half and half, I think is so bad.
It was very funny, right? What was it? A comment that said, Arne Hog. I thought that was brilliant.
Won the Premier League.
He's turning into Ten Hag, mate. I'm telling you.
Did Ten Hag win the league in his first season?
No, but he didn't.
Okay,
He's emulating.
Very different.
He's emulating what Ten Hag. I mean, what's up with this guy, man? Arsenal made a lot of changes yesterday, right?
Yeah.
But they did the opposite of what you did, right? So it's the same amount of changes, 10 changes. We also played like 5 teenagers in the team, right? However, on the bench was Saka, was Timber,
And that's how you won the game.
was Gabriel. Well, actually, we was 1-0 up anyway.
Saka came on as well.
We had those.
to
We
finish
had
the game off.
we had insurance there.
Yeah.
Right? What is Slot thinking about, man? I mean, I don't get it. I don't get it. He was not in that position to do what he did yesterday, or is he just trying to sabotage his own career? What's he? Is he? I honestly could not understand what his strategy was yesterday. He just didn't want to be in there.
And before you answer that, just to reiterate how bad of a crisis this really is, right? Since the 27th of September, so 30th October today, so basically a month, right?
Yeah.
Liverpool have the worst form of any team in the top 5 leagues. That is not a lie. That is a stat.
It is a stat.
The worst form of any team. I'm talking relegation battle teams. They're the worst form of any team top 5
Cheers,
leagues.
mate. You know, you said it.
On to you anyway.
Yeah,
Wow.
you said it.
Worse than a team like, say, I don't know, Port Vale.
Yeah.
They can't be
No,
worse than
top
Wolves.
5 leagues. Top 5 leagues.
Wow.
Come on, when were
So
Port Vale in the top 5
Serie A,
European
I
leagues?
thought
yeah.
Listen.
Wow.
Top
I thought
5
you meant
European
Ali.
leagues. Sorry, top 5 European leagues. Serie A, La Liga,
Wolves.
Bundesliga. They've lost more than Wolves.
That is.
They've
no one
lost
loses
more.
than
They've lost
Wolves.
more games than Wolves.
Is that true?
Let me check it right now.
be fair,
I saw it on a post this morning. I'll double check it.
after you say
No,
it.
but then Wolves.
I don't want to get caught by HMRC.
No. Because Wolves have got a draw in that time, haven't they? They get a draw
wait,
in
is
that
this
time.
like-
So,
all
alright,
comps?
so okay, since they've drawn they've only lost 3. They've drawn twice. Out of 5,
Yeah.
they've lost 3. Whereas out of 6, they've lost 5. See what I mean?
And out of 7, we've lost 6 in all.
Sorry, there you go. And that's since December 20th.
Like I said,
27th.
man, he clearly didn't want to win this trophy, but we're not in a position to be able to throw away games like that.
I've heard
especially
some
when the-
Liverpool fans saying he's got to go. Now, I think that's ridiculous right now. for
Who
what he
did you hear say that?
on the radio? I heard a couple of guys going, warning me
What,
up, mate. Slot gone, right? I don't think. Listen, I don't agree that yet. I think he's earned a lot of grace off of what he did last year.
How much do you think he's
But
got?
well, I'm not a Liverpool fan.
No,
bro.
but
I don't
you're
listen,
a football
I'm-
man, so I'm asking you.
No, I want to ask you. Because
but
it's your
I'll
manager
give my answer,
and
but
it's your club.
in your
what I
opinion-
say is irrelevant, right?
So you can't give opinions on
I
stuff
need-
outside of Arsenal.
No, I need to know your opinion.
My opinion,
right?
okay.
Because that is what you'd be asking me. So I need to know from you, when is it that you then say, I've had enough, time to make a change on Slot?
I think my opinion is different to the rest of maybe the ones that you might hear online talking about, you know,
Okay.
an exit plan and all that. I think, I mean, the next 3 games are so crucial. I asked someone last night on the channel, you know, is the next 3 games his Liverpool career? Has he got these next 3 games to save it? I don't think it's as soon as that. I don't think the managers would.
The next 3 games
the owners
are
would be
Villa,
Madrid,
Real
and
Madrid
City,
and City.
and then international break.
City away as well.
Tough.
Yeah,
Tough.
I think if we get
He
to
lost those 3.
December, if we get to December,
No, hold on, wait. We haven't got to December.
no,
If
you
he-
asked me the question, didn't you?
No, but I'm just asking you, before we get to December, if you lost those 3,
Yeah.
where are we at then?
It's a very bad place, an extremely bad
Gone?
place. I wouldn't
A
personally.
lot of managers lose their job in the
I
international
know,
break,
I know.
innit?
And the
No,
timing
If he
of
lost
it
those
seems-
3.
Can I ask you a
timing of it
question?
seems mad.
Can I ask you a question as a Liverpool fan? Are you a bit annoyed of all the words he's been chatting as well? About teams playing long balls. Yesterday, after spending 500 million quid, he's somehow got time from losing 3-0 to Palace to go in the changing room, check City's
Yeah, I know.
lineup,
I don't
and
wanna
then go,
hear none of
our
it.
lineup
Yeah.
wasn't as strong as them, we can't
That's
compete.
a bit
After
mad.
Yeah, I don't
spending
wanna- I
half
don't
a
wanna hear
billion.
none of that.
It just seems
It's not
like
right.
he's
I
more,
hear none of that.
he's like the comments he's kind of made in the last few weeks, whether it's in like a presser or whatever, or things like that. It seems he's very bothered about everyone else. And it's like sometimes you actually just need to focus on yourself. Like
Yeah,
what is
and I
going
agree with
what's
you.
going wrong in your team?
I
Why
agree
is
with
it
you.
going so wrong? Don't worry about what other teams are doing and how
I
they're
agree
setting
with
up
you.
against you. That's their job. They want to win the game. You don't have a God-given right
I
to
agree.
play in the way that suits you. You know, teams have adapted.
I agree.
So focus on what you guys aren't doing and why you are so wide open, legs are fully spread here every single time. Think about closing them.
It's a Liverpool thing. Do you remember the Klopp stuff? Oh,
Yeah.
the grass was too long, wind's going against us. Do you remember all that from Jurgen
Do you
Klopp?
remember how nice Klopp was at the beginning?
Yeah,
And then what happened
yeah,
when
yeah.
you got nasty? It's happening again.
Yeah, it's
Just with less hair this time.
Honestly, I'm not gonna you know, I still back the managers to change things. I'm slot fix this. I'm not slot out. I'm slot
if he lost them
this.
next 3,
then it would be extremely difficult to. I mean, if he lost every single game in the next 3, that's 9 out of 10.
Yeah. So is that it? Then?
And for 99% of managers in the game, that's a sacking after 9 and 10, 9 defeats and 10. I'm not saying that's my opinion, but I do think something has to change drastically. Otherwise,
so when's your tipping point then?
I'd say. I mean, look, it's such a horrible position to be talking and thinking about this.
Well, it's the sort of questions you were asking Man United
6 months ago, I was literally celebrating the best day of my entire life. I was hugging everyone, I was kissing people, I was crying with tears. It was just the best. I'd never experienced it outside the stadium. It was the best. To now we're not even in I was going to say November. We're not even in November. So I think if he fails. Listen, I think there's a lot of Liverpool fans already that are saying, let's win the Champions League. But if you lose against Real Madrid on Tuesday at home, then that looks very difficult to achieve. I think, I don't even know, Robbie. I don't even know.
If you lose the next 3, that's.
I think if we lose the next 3, the majority of Liverpool fans would say it's time to go.
But what about you? You keep saying the majority. Are you in that majority?
I would say no. I would say give him till the new year.
New year?
Yeah.
Could be in relegation.
2 months. Give him the next 2 months to turn things around. I think that's enough time into the season to clearly see that things aren't working. But I don't want to manifest anything like that. I want him to get us out of this mess. He's put us in it. So now he has to earn his money and get us out of it.
Do you think, a bit like what you were just saying there, do you think he just needs to just get his head down and stop talking?
I don't want to see holidays. I don't want to see no Dubai. I don't want to see no enjoyment. This is where we suffer as a team. Bill Shankly said it the best, right? If you can't support us when we're drawing or losing, don't support us when we're winning. And right now, all these people that are overreacting online, yes, we're in a shocking run of form, the worst form I've ever experienced as a Liverpool fan in my life. But there's also a fine line between blindly backing the manager when you know he's not doing well. So I'm somewhere in the middle. I think he's still got all the tools to get him out of the trouble. It's just how does he use them to their best capabilities? And right now, we have to start winning games. Otherwise, it will be a bad ending for him.